Hey, I'm Sabrina from GetYourRockOut and I'm with 13 Stars. How are you doing, guys?
We're alright, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Yeah. So you've just done your set. How did that go?
Yeah, it went alright, I think. I hope. You'd be able to tell us better than we would know.
Well, the crowd seemed to enjoy it.
Good. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So are you used to doing acoustic sets?
We haven't done acoustic sets in a while, have we? Yeah. It's
September.
yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, they're interesting. They're significantly more stripped back, so nowhere to hide. But which is either a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, no, we enjoyed it. It was good.
So what do you have to change from your usual lineup then?
Well, sadly, our bassist broke his hand, so he's not here, which meant that it was just up to us three to try and pull through. Really, from our usual set, we don't change massively. Maybe the arrangements change ever so slightly, but nothing dramatic. Our songs are quite. I think they'll work on both anyway, so I think.
It's like being back to roots, isn't it, when we're writing the songs?
Yeah.
With acoustics.
Yeah.
You got to think back to that sort of level where it was being created. So in some ways it can sound a bit more raw than when we're out there with the big electrics and all, but still love it.
So acoustics always where it starts off. Is it for you guys?
A lot of the time.
Yeah. I tend to write on my trusty Les Paul unamplified or an acoustic, one of the two, and then you plug it in and see how it sounds when you plug it in. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it should be, acoustic and stripped back and a bit raw. So
would you say that's your dream guitar, or have you got one in mind?
I have most of my dream guitars, thankfully, as my bank manager can attest. Yeah, I've got most of them. There's a couple that are still on the list, but not many. A couple of amps as well, but they're all made by the same guy that makes our amps now. So, Jax, what do you want next?
I want another amp from our trusty guy who endorses us of 65 amps. I would like a producer next.
Yeah, 6L. He wants 6L, Dan.
Yeah.
It's going out to you, Dan Bull, in Van Nuys, Los Angeles. He wants a producer. I want my purple whiskey with a gold faceplate. And then we'll talk about a producer 84 as well. Yeah.
That's good. Andy, what do you want?
Well, I've got all my drums I need for now, so
need a beard.
I'm working on a beard, so that's what I'm going to be working on. That's what I need.
You're going to work on the ponytail next or not? You're working on the ponytail
Well,
next?
I had my hair cut. I don't know why. It just fancied a change, but I'm going to grow a beard this time and see what happens.
Okay.
Don't do it, kids.
He had longer hair than all of us.
Don't cut
a few
your
months
hair.
ago.
No way. So what's it like changing from the full drum kit to your box drum?
Well, you haven't got cymbals, so you've got to use tambourines instead at the end of the songs and things like that. You just got to simplify it a bit, really, and just like do all you can on a box for what it is. You've got two voices, you've got a bass drum and a snare drum sound, so that's all you've got, and a tambourine. So you just go with it, really. Yeah.
So is this your first time playing ever at this festival?
Yeah, it's our first time at SOS, yeah. It's not our first time at this department, but yeah, it's our first time. Interestingly, what people don't know about Andy's box drum is that actually the top of it is hollow, and it's actually a commode as well. So if he gets a bit excited, it's all taken care of. We've got silica gel. Well, we've got silica gel in the bottom as well.
Got to be prepared, like.
So it keeps it dry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have tried that whole blue water test. Why do they always use blue water on the adverts? What's that about? What's that about?
I don't know.
Blue water anyway.
I've never seen a baby piss blue water, have you? But, you know, that's what they try, and we tried that and it worked fine, so yeah, it's all good.
Oh, that's alright then. You haven't got any sort of like secret tricks with your guitars or anything like that?
Secret tricks?
Or sort of like any sort of like, not tricks, maybe.
Well, I mean, Jackson's guitar will explode on command.
Right.
Yeah, there's a flamethrower in the back of their head, but
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I've been told off for that, so
Yeah.
Step to the zombie apocalypse then or something like that.
bring it on.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah. My guitar turns into a dragon occasionally. It's a bit awkward when it does.
Yeah.
Tends to knock out the G string. It's not good.
I do like wearing them.
Yeah. Like a cheese wire. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, we're preparing to launch our new album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, Hoss, you gonna give the title?
The title of the new album is The White Raven.
Alright. So what number album is this?
It's album number 4 for us. Yeah. In some ways it'll be album number 1 in some ways, and in other ways it'll be album number 4.
What ways will it be album number 1?
Well, it'll be. In some ways, it's a subtle departure from previous albums. But I guess you'd want that after 4 albums. You'd want a bit of a journey, wouldn't you? But I guess because we pooled our resources, we spent a bit more money, and we got the kind of production values that we really wanted on this one. Whereas in times previous, we've been stymied by what we could afford to do. You know, how much time we had, etc. You know, so in some ways it's kind of it is album number 1, and in some ways it's album number 4.
So in what ways has this one changed and different? Would you say your style overall has changed, or the journey you've gone through?
I don't know. That's a really difficult question, isn't it?
In some ways it maybe is a bit different, but I mean, you expect every album to show the level of where you're at every time you make one. I mean, we've had a lot of new influences from the likes of like Blackberry Smoke, mixed in with the old ones of Led Zeppelin and Rush and everyone else that we feel something for. So it's going to be, when you all get to listen to it, you're going to be feeling some mixed emotions because they're not all the same, and we don't aim to make everything the same. It's to be how the song's to be how it's supposed to be. We're not going to limit it to a genre or that needs to sound like that. So
we don't write like that. You know, I find if you try or at least if I try and write in one particular genre force myself effectively to write in a particular genre, it gets really boring. Really boring. And I figure if I'm getting bored, the crowd's probably getting bored too. So we like to write in as many different styles as we think. If a song suits a certain style, we're going to put it in that style, take it out on the road, see what the crowd thinks. If the crowd likes it, great. It's going to make it a more interesting gig. If the crowd doesn't like it, well, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Well, what do you do in that case? You just carry on?
Well, no. I mean, it really depends. Sometimes you can drastically restructure and rethink it. Sometimes you just junk it. Sometimes, I don't know how many songs we've junked over the years, but sometimes it just doesn't work.
some work acoustically rather than electrically.
Yeah.
So then they tend to play what we played tonight.
It really is dependent upon the crowd reaction to any given song. If a song falls flat one night, then you think, if it falls flat 3 or 4 nights, it's pretty much gone.
So you do always use your crowd as an indicator to know whether it works.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, fundamentally, music is about, it's an emotive force in people's lives. That's why people come to see live music, because they want to be moved by a performer or a band or whatever. And if you're not hitting that audience, then what's it all for? You know what I mean? It's got to be doing what it's there to do.
So do you do the music for the audience as well as yourselves?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously we enjoy what we do. We wouldn't do it if we didn't. God knows it certainly doesn't pay well. But you know, it's about the crowd, and it's about us, and it's about the relationship between the two of us through the music. Really, that's what it's all about. Yeah.
So have you got many upcoming gigs?
Yeah, well, we're at next weekend, and then we've got a rock festival in Workington coming up at the Vine Bar. Then we're playing a gig in a country house in Hawkshead, which is going to be interesting.
Is that the first time?
The band we played just like a couple of
that was really cool. Yeah,
played in a band. It was chucking it down, big straw bales,
hay bales,
bikers, awesome.
Yeah, it was really good fun.
I've still got straw on my pedal board.
Going in for a good show when they're there.
Yeah, that was good. There's a few coming.
So you play a lot of festivals?
Oh, we like to play as many as we can. You know, festivals are a great way to introduce ourselves into new people's lives. You know, they're not necessarily paying to see us, but if they do see us and they do like us, well, it's good for me.
Fan base all the time.
Well, hopefully. Yeah. I mean, plus festivals are great anyway. You know, it's a bit more relaxed, and you know, people are drinking and having a good time, and that immediately makes the crowd, in some ways, easier to work with, you know, and in other ways it makes them slightly more difficult, depending if they're going to riot or not. But you know, it's always a nice way to play to people is at a festival, you know, especially if it's out in the open air or you know in a nice hall or whatever. You know, as long as there's a large amount of people and they're all having a good time, what more can you ask?
So for each of you, has there been a funniest festival experience? Funniest.
Any festival.
Yeah, a local festival called Spjatstock last year. Huge stage. Made it all, even though there wasn't masses there. Huge stage. Too big. It was awesome. I could stomp around for hours. That made it all.
I don't know, defining festival experience. Oh, funniest. Sorry, right, funniest. Ravenstonedale.
That was the funniest.
Yes, that was quite amusing. Yeah, we've had many sort of funny experiences at festivals where you tear your trousers apart, or you know, or your guitar turns into a dragon, or you know, I mean, there's loads of different things that can happen. You know.
Does your dragon have a name? That's the question.
Yes.
That's his name, yes.
We all Babylon play massively.
Pendrick.
Pendrick Pendragon.
Or just Soup Dragon.
No, he's not Soup. No. He does smell slightly of soup, but he's not soup. Chicken broth. I don't know. Go figure. Why is it dragons like custard creams as well? What's all that about? Can't stand them myself.
No pressure, Aki. No pressure.
So, is there any favourite place that you've performed?
That's a favourite place.
I think we've diplomatic answer. I think we've thoroughly enjoyed every single place we performed, and therefore, you know, picking a favourite is nigh on impossible.
Yeah.
Agree with that.
Obviously, we thoroughly enjoyed today.
What would you say was the hardest thing when you were starting out?
Playing pubs to people that you don't know is going to get it, really, because it's original music. So it's you throw 3 covers in, and you're just like sort of thinking, are they gonna get it? Are they not gonna get it? It's all these little places you play. It's like, yeah, that kind of thing, really.
You got anything to add to that?
The hardest thing starting out, finding like-minded individuals is the hardest thing starting out. That's the hardest thing starting out, I think.
So to know where you are now, to actually find that there's other people who get what you're doing, what does that feel like?
It's very cool. It's really cool. I mean, we've been together for a long time. Fifth year, something like that. I mean, we work together as well in our day jobs. So, you know, if we didn't get on together and didn't, you know, like, totally on each other's level, we'd hate each other. And we don't hate each other yet.
For the sake of this, we are best friends, but away from that camera. No, yeah.
You know, yeah, it's great to find people that you know, that you all gel. You know, musically you gel, and as people you gel, and you know, it's great. It's like a gang, but a really cool gang, not one that goes around beating people up.
The cool music gang.
Cool music gang. Yeah. I like saying so. Yeah. Try. You know.
So if people want to check you out, where's best to go?
Everywhere that's free. Social media that's free, we're on it. Facebook, we're on it. 13 stars, check us out. YouTube, yeah. Reverb Nation, whichever one that one was, I can't remember it now.
The tracks kicking about on SoundCloud.
There's a few tracks kicking about on SoundCloud. Some stuff off the new album on SoundCloud. Yeah. Basically, if you type in 13 Stars Band, UK,
Hashtag.
or hashtag 13 Stars UK, you're going to find us. And if you don't find us, you need to look for the big beards. Beards and hair and hats and flares. Then you'll find us.
Flares are important.
Flares are important.
They help what make it, eh?
They help elongate a man's leg so he doesn't look like he's got a fat ass.
Plus, if you've got a fan, you can just lift your leg up and it gets right up your leg.
Yeah?
Brilliant. Good win.
Great. I envy the Nimmo brothers because they sometimes gig in kilts. What a breezy feeling that would be. That'd be great. That'd be so nice. So nice. But no, flares are very important. Very important.
So flares are your kilts in a way?
In a way, yeah, absolutely.
You don't think you'll be going in kilts anytime soon?
I think the environmental health would be called if we started gigging in kilts.
I'll leave my tartan at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Only at weddings.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to add, guys?
To Knockout Kane, we miss you. Come back to us and play with us again. We miss you so much. It breaks my heart that you're so far away from us. Come back to us. Ducky, Chalk Ices, we miss you. Come back to us, darlings.
Sure, there's a story behind that.
No, not that we can repeat.
You have to try it with them. See if they spill the beans.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, they won't.
Well, thank you very much, guys. It's been great.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.